That's a yes. That's also a yes. I want you to have both of it, but we'll give you Lancashire to begin with. Can't think of any reason why I wanted to hold on to it. But before I give it to you, I'm going to reduce the autonomy. And then when you get it, oh, of course, the autonomy goes back up. Well, what are you going to do? Even Brittany. Even Brittany. At least Leinster won't join the coalition, so we can declare war with that. I have a truce with you. Oh, I released you in a peace deal, didn't I? Well, it's only 3 years. I doubt England are going to finish that colony in 3 years. I think England will also be on their last legs come that time. And did they manage to take care of their pretenders? Let's investigate. Alright, so on comes the enormous coalition. We're going to have to deal with that at some point, but we will, in due time. We barely got any power projection from declaring war on Castile, because all the land that we took went to our vassals. Which is tragic. So we got this, but sadly we need to keep all these mercenaries because we're so low on manpower. We must look like a very ripe target to just about anyone right now. Oh, rest in peace, Explorer. We'll get exploring some more later on. Alright, so the Rebs just vanished, which is a little disheartening for us. Where did they go? I find it a little hard to swallow that England defeated them, and they're not sieging anything else up. That's unfortunate. It means that England are going to get out of their... well, they're not going to have any problems now. They're going to make that money back in no time. So our truce with Leinster is up in 2.5 years. That's when we'll strike, and we will destroy England with that. Thankfully we will be able to outdo their army without too much problem. What I should do is... You guys, you're all trade ships. Why are you not trading? I probably forgot something important about that, but whatever. France, Castile and Ottomans still are rivals. Join in the Ottoman privateering, get a bit more PP, and then consider where to move from here. Fabricate claims on England. See, I'm wondering if that's even worth my time. Oh, you still want to buy land? Okay, well if you want to take Gwynedd, that's another bit of problem off of me. Hopefully you'll be able to core this land fast enough. You probably won't. And again... Oh, I recently increased that autonomy. Probably thinking that I wasn't going to be able to sell it. But what are you going to do? It'll take 40 months. We'll be at war with England before that. And it won't be able to finish the coring process. I might have to just take some of this land from England and core it myself to save Northumberland the problems. But one way or another I have to remove England's coast. Well, what are you going to do? Let's just get those claims on the go. Start off with Marsh. And yeah, let's get coring. Nothing better to do. Well, maybe have a bit of peace so I don't get that revolt risk too badly. Now, one issue is that England are not going to be a co-belligerent in this war. That's just the price I'm going to have to pay. So it means I'll only be able to take about 50% worth. So I mean that's 17 and that's 12, which is 29, which is already quite a bit. So I could really only take these 3 provinces, which is a bit of a ball ache. Probably take Connaught as well. England have some astonishing range. They're able to hit up South America with that. But the important thing is to burn down their colonies. And if I have to break truce on England, then so be it. It's just important to stop him from colonising. And after England stopped, then comes France. How I'm going to stop France? Still working on the details there. Plus I have to convert. Yeah, Tunis are at war with Morocco. But they're still friendly towards each other, so they'll probably re-ally. Be a really good time for me to strike and take Tunis as well, the land down there, but my country's already really overstretched. Shouldn't waste my time paying my troops. I do need more dip. And yeah, I think you're gonna come in handy. That's what I'm looking forward to. Get that next act on the go. It'll increase our missionary strength even further. Probably do a rundown of what we do have. +1.5, 2.5. That'll up us to 3.5, 6.5 with full piety, 8.5 if we get an Inquisitor on top of that. Jake, make sure you take all of England's west coast in a war to make sure that they can't colonise anymore. I have to take all of their coast, period, but taking their west coast plus Ireland, probably the best way to go about it. Scotland is still our staunch ally, so we'll be okay on that front. Not to mention Poland. Oh. No need to pay Scotland any more than is necessary. Norway's getting devoured by Sweden. Sweden are doing me a favour if they just completely eradicate them. And they're doing me a disfavour if they just simply vassalize them, which is what their mission is. There's also all this land that I have here that I would love to get rid of. But I'll get rid of it later on. Probably sell it to Galicia since they're cores. Speaking of Galicia, slowly coring. Jake, how about taking Sardinia? I have a truce with Sardinia. I'm not worried about an OCB war here with Tunis. Not at all. It's only -1 stability. And stability is what exactly? What I could always do with is more of a navy though. Especially if I'm going to be fighting Tunis and Morocco. What exactly do they field? Morocco have 3 heavies and 4 galleys. Tunis. Yeah, another 4 galleys to throw on top of that. So we need quite a bit more galleys. Fortunately, we've got a pretty heavy port limit for ships. So that should do. Add some cogs on top of that, because shipping troops always handy. And that takes us up to force limit. Jake, are you able to one-shot Tunis? I don't plan on annexing Tunis, and I highly doubt that I can. Yeah, they're 140, although I will be chewing up a lot of their provinces. Let's do a province count of ourselves anyway. We have 16 provinces, so I would need 17 to convert. Let's think realistically how many of these provinces I can shed. Probably want to keep this so that I can war England whenever I want. could shed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 provinces here without crying. Which should take me down to 11, so that's okay. We'll just try and take a whole bunch of these provinces down here. How hard could it be? We're going to want to take them soon, but the trouble is I want to be fighting everywhere soon. Truce will be up with you in a year, so how do we do this? Do I fight England, then Tenez? Or England and Tenez? Or, gee, who's to say? Also, what's a man to do when he has so few trade powers to just dish away in horrible coalition wars? Jake, do you plan to take religious for Deus Vault? Absolutely. Capped on our mill with nothing good to spend it on. No, that's not entirely true anymore. We have the money and not the manpower. So let's get these armories on the go. It's been a long time coming. Sure, training fields. Why not? Probably get Meath as a claim, because that way... No, that won't help anything. No, it will help anything. I've got an idea now. Heck yeah, have I got an idea, actually. Galicia looks so good. In one of my early attempts at the Deconquista, Galicia was a staunch ally. Well, more of a vassal, but the point is they helped me consume Castile, and I never had to flee from Iberia. Yeah. Actually, didn't I really hurt Granada? They already had Valencia, which was 8. 8 and 5 is 13, 4 is 17. Well, they did fine, even at 0 stability. Now you're in the coalition against me, which really hurts. My diplomats are really lazy. I should probably be seeing to that and not getting so complacent. How am I going to do this? See, I rip England to bits, and then there's Leinster, who only has England as an ally. Tyrone's going to get involved because they're a vassal. And Sardinia. Truce with Sardinia until 1517, but also truce with France. Oh no, that's until 1521, which is quite nice. Alright, which means we can strike Sardinia without having to worry too much about the No, we can strike them without worrying too much about the coalition. As long as it's an OPM. Jake, how are Livonian Order and the Knights doing? Livonian Order doing pretty not bad. I don't think they've culture converted anything, which is a shame. So I can't release them from any of their land. Okay, 1 dead Grand Captain. Probably wasting time investing in more mill points here. +2 stability was a burden anyway. I was thinking something and I suddenly forgot it. Yeah, Livonian Order. As long as they don't hold any Prussian lands, it's going to be a problem if they get annexed. And they are annexable. Then there's these guys, but the Teutonic Order are going to keep that core for 150 years. That's fine. And the Knights I'm not worried about anyway, even if they do get consumed. Because we got Malta, which is Maltese. Can always get some Knights nationalists rising up there. Alright, Northumberland coming along slowly but surely with this coring. So at least they'll only be left with 6 base tax uncored. And not even that unrestful, probably because they have such high tolerance to the true faith. Yes, 6. Now Leinster, we can pop you in almost a year. And it's just going to be you plus England. England having no navy, although they've managed to rebuild an army. Always trying to get me. That infantry shock would be real good, but too bad. Let's get our troops up there and ready. Using Catholic decisions to convert them to the Islamic faith is evil. No, I'm doing God's work here, you just don't realise it. Alright, selecting our new cannon, even though I don't use cannons at this technology level. It's just not worth it. Not in my book, at least. Alright, so England have to fall. It's going to be a real shame having to fight Leinster. They weren't bad to me. But I was thinking of diplo-vassalizing them. Sadly, that's not an option right now. Alright, so they've got a marriage, and there we go. They got their alliance back with Morocco, so when I strike Tunis, not much choice. I'm going to have to go through Morocco. However, Morocco hate Tlemcen. And Tlemcen don't hate me. So Morocco are going to be resigned to their land over here. They can't touch this. Which works out well for me. Probably be about a 5-year war, but... Oh, Togart. Pretty ideal, that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Muslim provinces. You there? You're a vassal. That's another bunch of provinces. Yeah. Once we have finished with England, we're going to go and start converting. I can't wait to go Islamic. Jake, remember to send one poor unit to go in kamikaze in South America. Yeah. It's going to be a constant problem with England colonising down here, because I doubt he's going to stop anytime soon. What I'll probably need is something like a permanent 1 unit plus 1 boat down here. You know what? That's actually something I can arrange, isn't it? Only 11 ships. When are our next ones ready? Very soon. That's alright, the mercs take up the front line anyway. Let's get our spending back up and get ready for war. Oh, I'm excited already. Ah, good timing. No, that's a galley. Actually, there's nothing saying that I have to strike the moment this truce is up anyway. Let's get everyone ready first. Exploration 4, of course, that's giving them plus 50% colonize range. But it's alright, I'm more than happy to burn marriageable women to the ground. Jake is trying to provoke Irish rebels with his pronunciation of Leinster. We will not tolerate this. How would you pronounce it then? Not that I put any stock in what Irish say. Not actually this racist. I just can't stand the Irish. That I have thus encountered in my life. Alright, manpower isn't great, but it's getting back there. Okay, so one unfortunate fellow, make your way. Over here, please. Our glorious Portuguese, not Portuguese provinces. We'll culture convert those later on, because what a pain they are. Man, remember the overextension they used to give me? I do. It was horrible. Jake, tech up an admin so you can take your decisions. I'm not about to tech when it costs me extra. Alright, almost ready. I really hope the English have not erected a big old navy by now. Probably find it easier if we sort by force limit here. Yep, no navy. My favourite kind of navy for England to have. Got a good supply limit up there, so we just throw as many troops as we can. It's not our core, so we can't... Oh no, we can have mercs there. And we probably will, because I don't want to spend any more manpower than necessary dealing with the English scum. Got plenty of force limit, kind of. So that's fine. Truce is coming up. Bible translated. Avignon changes to Protestant. That could help us, actually. Would mean we need less provinces to convert. But I do like people liking me. Let's burn the books. Could do without that nonsense right now. After all, there's only one true faith for the Pope. One issue will be if my vassals have revolts during this war, and they probably will, because vassals like to do that. Right, what's the situation over there, lads? Swimmingly. Good. Now, Sardinia. Won't take much more to get you out of this coalition, so I think that's what I'll do. I'll get you out of the coalition. And then I might take that leaf out of someone's book who said use them as a stepping stone over to Tenez. We'll see. Not sure. Making up a lot of things on the fly here. Didn't I used to have more cavalry? I think I had to merge them together at some point, and now I'm really low on them. English army, tell me about yourselves. Wow, okay. You're bigger than I thought. Where are you then? Because if you're over in Ireland, then you are what one might call flat out of luck. It's good knowing that they have no navy. It just allows me to be really cheap and do things like this for scouting purposes. That actually tells me everything I need to know. So the Tyrone people can't cross. Maybe he has more troops in Oxfordshire, it'll be hard to tell. Well, no, I know he has that many men, so all I need to do is... Yeah, they're probably in Derby. Derby or Oxfordshire. Can check that quickly enough. So they're in Oxfordshire, are they? It's not at war. And unless I was looking in the wrong place, yeah, he's got 31,000 troops. Which means he has a 20 stack of infantry just lying around somewhere? Why and where? I mean, are they all just in Oxfordshire? Jake is the Pope's sonny yet. Man, some people are so... Wait, Scotland, why are you fighting Livonian Order? Sweden is. Sweden want Osel. It's a shame that they never took Riga. But Riga is allied with the LO. Don't want to lose the Livonian Order, but they are a mere side quest in this game. Alright, well, maybe we'll just go for it. Feeling a little lacking in good generals here, though, so let's roll for a best. I'll take it. Jake, are there any troops in his colony? Now that would be a laugh, wouldn't it? Surely not. Surely not. Imagine. Just imagine. Nope, no troops there. But it is growing really fast. So we shall have to do something about the English. Good. Still 410 in debt. Really? Are all of his troops there in Oxfordshire? That means we're fighting more or less neck and neck. And I don't like the odds when fighting England on, like that. No, actually I should love those odds. His prestige is tanked. Yeah, let's just go for it. No fear. We'll wait until the turn of the month, so just in case he decides to increase spending, it won't take effect anytime soon. At least not soon enough. Not soony enough. So nobody wants to join in, probably because... Oh, Scotland's threatened by me. I wonder why. Somebody remind me, when does Scotland take exploration? Better not be their third idea, that would be horrible. Alright, you gotta die. But not specifically you, it's England that we want here. And this should answer our question. No. Where are all those English? Where could they be? What are they doing? Well, let's just kill those English. Ah, they were in Derby. Tricky beggars is what they are. Hopefully I can stop him going to Essex and I will go for London. That said, Essex is not a river crossing. Do I really want to deal with a river crossing? Probably better to take them whilst they're divided, even if I do have to take a crossing penalty. If he wants to join in, then so be him, but our prestige makes our morale so much better than his, we should be able to demolish these troops without a second thought. Much like their navy. Pop. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just to prevent him from retreating down here. It means he will have to run away to one of these provinces. Okay, so he goes along and destroys Northumberland, which will be handy for them. Hold out, my friends. No, they're never going to hold. England's not going to hold on. Jake, English colony. Keeping my eyes on that. We'll take it a little later on. Because the thing is, if I take it before I take all of his coastal provinces, then he'll just start another colony. Which is not what I want, because it costs me dip to destroy a colony. Alright, no more English problems. Only English solutions. But now what are we going to do? Should probably take care of over here as well whilst we're at it. And that sounds like more of a job for mercs. That's right, all these non-mercs can spend their time besieging.